Yes?
How'd you like that?
What?
Yeah?
Sure. Sure.
Huh?
Ready?
Take that!
That hurt, I bet.
Time to rumble. Down you go.
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayot tagwa. Kankidora tikun watati mana ithabola.
Reshik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Karatumpa kun paliya mo kapata. Ponanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong nabunsya nyunyang. Kavavol pa mulchi kamana.
Wanna chick yongi? Wanna vota con titariti? Chiching toma tunka kola yame jua. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. Na wanna bota.
Kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Slima podona. Rundi hodonga kun honkabi. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun Beast King ba mulira. Juni yun tun jiji ay thadwana. Kavavol pa muljui. Kamana. Mana tota. Aku jigratuk bola. Jishok jonatong jong king no una pang pa mulira kun kili. Kun kili no pa. Watati manyo kola una no ku mulira. wi itha natana itya. Watayuma kawama huhanik. Asyong turong umnipatoga. Wana kun bes ching palamultongi.
Smilia, ti umpa do punta krita, do panao to vas casa.
Achuta, wanga kun pistol piking kunyana, tong patogas magdelia.
Let's go!
That hurt, I bet.
You asked for this! God, how you like that? You asked for this!
Huh?
Yes? Sure.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
What?
Yes? What? That hurt, I bet. What?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yes?
What? Gotcha. Darn it.
What?
Karth, you're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
What?
Yes.
Just die already!
Sure.
What?
Yeah?
What?
Yeah? Gotcha. Simple.
Sure.
What? Time to rumble!
Sure.
What?
That hurt, I Sure.
Yeah?
That?
You asked for this! Time to rumble!
Yes? Yes?
You have returned. You have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hiddenbeck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
Kelpa. Oisidan Delfa Vatinogan Delfa. She aftertu, she enjoyed it out, and Raji goat, and she began Gorupia, and now Gordi Klufta. Delfa, Oisidan Delfa Vatinogan Delfa. She affader Lurisa Tufine Andevat, when Bundas, Delfa, Oisidan Delfa Vatinogan Delfa. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Utstärkel Kris, Utstärkel Hjälpa, Utstärkel Kris. She affader Lurisa Tufine Andevat. Delfa, Oisidan Delfa Vatinogan Delfa. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Utstärkel Kris, Utstärkel Kris. Utstärkel Hjälpa, Abuelta. Bundas, Linda Tufta. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Ikelti Rimor, Tenfuli Borobang. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Abuelta. Tuoda. Helmutun Kuti Nipirongan Ikelfa. Tuoda. Tuflata Nipirongelfa. Oisidan Delfa Vatinogan Delfa. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Utstärkel Kris, Utstärkel Kris. Bundas Hjälpa, Abuelta. Bundas, Linda Tufta. Kolodus Ivan Reput, Ikelti Rimor, Tenfuli Borobang. She aftertu, she enjoyed it out, and Raji goat, and she began Gorupia, and now Gordi Klufta.
Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai, Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun, Slimo Patona, Mundi Hodonga Chikonkabi, Jawana Bota Ayuak Tahonga Chakanki Dora, Kachikuita Hodonga, Topada Bunkwalya Gando Donado Chuchut, Musha Papampa, Bolawana Chitne, Bamuri Slemo, Boda Wanga Kun Besmulira Rabes, Tiska du Sukiku Ba Nabola Naikachu, Altun Kotu, Topada Bunkwalya Gando Nago Chuchut. Kabachi, Kuita Hodonga, Yalamo Inkapun, Jilobamulira ni Bobo, Wago Kupeska Gang, Bamamarulira. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai, Ina Kun Mamarulira Rachikun, Slimo Patona, Mundi Hodonga Chikonkabi. Ubabatu Kochi, Tom Non Wong Chang Mun Yang. Tong Tok Svakdelia.
Elfa, oisidan elfa vaninuga elfa. Fare glorisa giorni annevat, when bundas ora. Unitufla vaninuga elfa, oisidan elfa vaninuga elfa. Koloduf ivan vevut, utstärker kris. Bundas utstärker kris. Bundas ska hjälpa. Utstärker kris. Bundas ska hjälpa. Abuelta. Bundas lilla kuta. Koloduf ivan vevut, ikel i rimo. Tenfut i varavan.
La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuya mi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kapi. Uba patu koji. Tong nong bong chang nung yang. Tong tong smaktelia. Tong nong bong chang nung yang. Tong tong smaktelia. Kuya mi juskuna chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chikon kapi. Chiska du suki guba na bola na gachu. Abtuin kotu. Dopa da bungwalya gandonago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hadonga. Yala mo inkapun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wago kumpes kakay. Baba marulira. Yatuga ulwan kinkuna ba mulira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated! Your swoop bike was using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuak tahunga chapkanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Dopa da bungwalya gando do nago chutchut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chitne. Baruli slemo boda wanga kun bes mulira rabes.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the way for the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brezhik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brezhik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Here. Here. Here.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. I may have been a prisoner, but a Jedi is never helpless. Maybe you've heard of a little thing called the Force? But I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on you. You did try to save me after all, even if it didn't go quite as planned. So let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, are we the only two survivors left from the Endless Fire? Karth Onasi is alive? Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Carth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
kin kun no ba mulira chinkun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo mata ni punaje. Dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek mulira best. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay haudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shapumpa. Bolawan na chikni. Pamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walyagando tenago chuchut. Kachichu ay haudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulira din bobo. Unko kun biskang bamulara. Shagjikin lor chawata uma? Kavavol pa mulchi gumana. King kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
You again? Why do you keep bothering me? Wait, think about what you're doing. If that pig had just kept his hands to himself, I wouldn't have had to give him that scar with my vibroblade. He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a bounty put on my head for defending myself. Where's the justice in that? Holden's the one to blame, not me. I guess I have no choice but to stay here and hope Holden cools down. With that bounty on my head, it's too dangerous to go outside.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Endless Fire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one of two. You might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course. It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Carth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue game. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiyar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.